Welcome back to Recoding Along. We'll be doing today a Leetcode question. The two sum questions asked a lot in Google Find Jobs interview, and it's really good to know. So, yes, this is the first one of the series that I'm going to be doing here. So, yeah, stay tuned and yeah, let's solve it together. Given an array of integer sums and an integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So, yes, so basically, you can see this with this example here. We have nums with an array of integers inside. We have a target, and we should find the index or the indices that give us this target. That if you add them together, they give this target. So in this case, it's 0 and 1 because we start at 0 in this index, and yeah, so 2 plus 7 gives you 1. So the first way we're going to solve it is the brute force approach because I feel it's always a good way to start, especially when you're learning. And then we'll find a way to optimize it and find a smarter way of doing it because the brute force approach we will be using two for loops, so it's going to be a time complexity of O of n square. So we'll try to make that O of n. So yes, let's get to it. So the brute force approach, I'm sure you know what brute force means. We're going to search through the whole array and we'll always check, we'll sum them up and we'll check if they equal our target. If they do equal our target, we stop the for loop, but if they don't, we go through everything to make sure that, yeah, we find the target. So yes, we'll start with the first loop for I in range line of nums. Then the second loop for j in range I plus 1. So this is going to start at I plus 1 because we have to start at the second index with this, with the second for loop. So now what we'll do is we'll have a summation. Summation equals nums index I plus nums index j. So now we check if it equals our target. If it equals, we return I and j. So yes, this is the brute force approach. And let's try it out. Yeah, we can see 1 and 2 because I actually changed it from the question here. I switched it a little bit because it's always nice to do that. I can see here the indices is 1 and 2. That is, this is 0, this is 1, which is 2, and this is 2, index 2, which is 7. So 7 plus 2 is 9, which is our target. So yes, this is the brute force approach, and we can see that it has two for loops, as I said earlier. So a way of actually making it more efficient is if we use a hash map, we use a dictionary. Yeah, we use a dictionary and we store the value of its companion or its complement into this dictionary. And the way we're going to do it is like in this example here, we're going to have a dictionary, and in that dictionary, when we check 2 minus 9 minus 2 is going to give us 7. So we'll store 7 and we'll store the index that got us this answer 7, which is 0. So next, when we go to 7, we'll check the dictionary to see if we already have the value 7, which we do here. I will know that the what gave us this value 7 is the index 0. So then we will just return the index 0 and the index that we are at that moment, which is 1 in this case. So yes, we can call this companion companion map, which is equal to empty dictionary. And then we for loop for I in range. Line of nums. Then we'll have a value which is going to take our target minus the index we are in, the number we are in at that moment. And then we'll check now if nums I is in our companion map. So we'll check if it's in there. If it is, we'll return it because we found the answer. Return our companion. We'll return I and our companion map nums I. If it isn't, our companion map will index our value, will add 1 to it. Yes, and this should work. So now as you can see, we get 3 and 1. 3 as in the 2 here and 1 as in 1. And we can easily just switch that up. Because as it says in any order, so that's why I did it like this. I see 1 and 3. So yes, this is the solution to, and we can use the other test cases here. I just use them so we see that it actually works for different questions. I mean different examples. 1 and 2. And the answer is 1 and 2. So let's try this too. Zero and 1. So we can see it works for all test cases. And yeah, so try it out yourself. I will be doing a series of Leetcode and probably Project Euler because I feel they're really good foundational ways to actually learn and understand problem solving. So if you like this, if you enjoyed the video, if you learned from it, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and yeah, see you soon. Bye.